I woke up to some big problems this morning. My tent is full of water. My dry clothes bag is soaked. I've already pulled a lot of this stuff out of here. Well, I skipped my coffee this morning to deal with all this wet stuff. Luckily, down at the elevation we stayed at, it didn't get nearly as cold as it was supposed to up higher, but it's still pretty cold. It rained from about 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. probably, and it's probably in the upper 40s and windy. I'm not really sure how this happened with my tent. I have a pretty good idea, and it's something you got to watch out for on these tents. I think I probably had something slide. My sleeping pad probably pushed the bottom out a little bit and makes the bathtub floor stick out just beyond the roof. I didn't think I had it like that, but that's the only, unless there's some kind of hole somewhere, but that would have been a drip, I think, and this was just puddles. So I think it's the only plausible explanation. But anyway, I'm going to try to get things as dry as I can for now. I do have dry clothes on now, and my quilt stayed mostly dry. So then once we get going, and hopefully the sun's out and windy or later today, I'll stop this afternoon for a while and just try to let everything dry all the way out. But that's it for now. One final goodbye to the campsite that was lovely, was the one where I played Noah's Ark. Been walking for 10 or 15 minutes and just on some real nice trail. We're gonna start climbing soon though. We've been hiking about an hour this morning, working on climbing up this little mountain. It's still a little chilly, a little breezy, but the sun's out. It seems to be burning the clouds off. So that's all good news. And let me tell you, it has been pure bliss. Just hiking again on real trail without snow. And I'm wondering, is there gonna be snow and some sketchy traverse around the next corner? Now up where we're going, there's still some clouds. Let me show you these. They're kind of pretty. It was so cold and windy up on top. I finally get down a little bit, get some sun, and let me show you this gorgeous view. You probably can't see it in this camera, but way beyond these mountains, you can see like the long flat desert that we're getting close to. I don't think it's showing up on the camera as well, but that blue skies past the clouds is almost just like a highlighter through here. It's beautiful. Just stopped for a quick snack break, and it is 11:17 a.m. Started hiking a few minutes later today because I was dealing with the water in my tent. I think I started hiking at about 7:25, so I've been hiking just under 4 hours. And I've done right at 9.5 miles so far. There is a fire station that looks like the trail goes right by. And there's some comments about a parking lot and a water spigot we can use. And it's also by a road. And that will give me right at 12 for the day by that point. So I should be there shortly after noon. And I'm hoping that these clouds clear and it will be a good time to dry my stuff out. And then I'll just have a long lunch. Fireball and Hammer are back behind me. Haven't seen them in a while, so I don't know how far back they are. But then I'll just have a long lunch and wait for them. And we're getting low, and I can see all the sun not far that way. Everything's shining in sun. I'm just in a cloud and shade right now. So hopefully by the time I get over there, everything will be bright and sunny. The stuff will dry out fast and we'll be back in business with all my gear. You are not gonna believe this. I just passed a southbound hiker and he told me there's trail magic at the parking lot and there are a bunch of hikers down there with their tents and everything out drying. So it sounds like everybody's thinking the same thing I am. Although I don't know who the people are because we haven't been seeing anybody. But anyway, this will be, if it's actually still there when I get there, this will be the first actual like hiker feed type trail magic of the PCT for me. So I'm excited. All right, so I'm not sure if it means up that way or this way. All right, I made it to the road. This is Patrick, and the first thing he said when I walked in was, "I like your gait." So he made me laugh, and now he's making hot dogs, and apparently there's also burritos. And I texted Fireball and Hammer. Fireball texted back, "I'm running." So hopefully, I think she'll be here pretty quick. But in the meantime, I'm ready to sit down, and I got all my wet stuff scattered out over there. So who knows, maybe I live here today. Okay, all of my stuff is dried out. I'm sitting here on the pavement because the ground is warm because it's like black. Hammer's sitting right next to me there. Fireball is dead.
It's so warm.
I ate so much food. So first, thank you very much, Patrick. While we were here, there was 2 trail magics. There was another lady here as well. I got an apple and orange, 2 chili cheese dogs, a bag of chips, a fruit by the foot. Maybe that's it.
A brownie.
Oh, a brownie. I had 2 sodas. They weren't really sodas. They didn't have any other drinks here, so I had a orange soda, I guess, and then some tropical punch drink. They're very good though. And now I just want to kind of lay down on this pavement, but I guess we got to walk. We need to do another 10-ish miles. So it is cold and windy, and yeah, it's been a great day. It's a great day to be alive. Nobody. 2, not 1, but 2 trail magics. That was quite lovely, especially to go 35 days or whatever with no trail magic, then get 2 at once. But we are back on trail, and we got to make a bunch of miles today. How far are we going, Fireball?
10 more miles.
Perfect. Let's go do it. This is some wowza views. Not done a whole lot of filming this afternoon. It is cold and windy down here. We have done right about almost 19 miles. It's almost 5 p.m. and we're not sure how many more we're going to do today, but I am sure that it is cold right now. I don't think I actually said her name earlier. The other trail angel that gave us trail magic this afternoon was Valentina. So thank you so much, Valentina. I've definitely needed the apple and the orange. Probably needed the fruit more than anything. So thank you so much for that. Also nice to talk to you. This thing looks like a dinosaur tooth. Looks like it's a tree stump that used to be up there. When it fell, it held all the big rocks, and now it's upside down. Dinosaur tooth. It is a couple minutes after 6 p.m. We have done, I think, a little over 22. Got 1.8 left. We did not want to do 24 miles today. But there have been no campsites for like the last 4 miles. We know there's a real campground 1.8 up. So if we don't find anything between now and then, it'll be the longest day, a little over 24, whether we wanted to or not. but that'll be okay. That'll put us a little closer to our new plan for tomorrow, to have a beer. It is 6:30 and we're at the peak. 23 miles so far. I'm trying to show you all these. There we go. We're 23 miles in, we got 0.8 to the camp spot, and we are all ready to be there. How you feel, Fireball? What'd you say? I'm hurting. Yeah, I think we're all hurting. I made it to Messenger Flats Campground, and there are a lot of people here, and it's kind of late. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I'm tired, cold, and hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and say good night here probably. I may come back later, just depending if I show you around or something, depending how many people are around. But if not, have a good night, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.